and welcome back to the farmhouse. I am Deanne from Hummingbird Acres, and today we're going to be talking all about how you can help the monarch butterfly on their migration. Now this migration could be from Canada to Mexico where they overwinter, or it could be their migration from Mexico to Canada when they're coming up for the summer. Here at Hummingbird Acres, we raise monarch butterflies in our backyard. Last year we raised over 150 monarchs, and it is just a joy to raise them and see them transform from a tiny egg to a caterpillar to a chrysalis and then emerge into a beautiful butterfly that makes an unbelievable migration. We want to encourage you to help the pollinators, monarchs included, because pollinators are key to our food source. The first thing that you can do to help the monarchs on their migration is to make sure that they have an ample supply of milkweed. Milkweed is the monarch butterfly's sole host plant for their young. They lay their eggs on milkweed, those eggs hatch, and those caterpillars only eat milkweed until they turn into a monarch butterfly. So having plenty of milkweed for them is key. There are many different varieties of milkweed, and you just have to do a quick search to figure out which variety is native to your area and which variety your monarchs will love. The next thing that you can do to help the monarch butterfly is to provide native plants for them. So plant natives in your yard. Native plants and monarchs have an amazing relationship that has evolved over the years where one helps the other. So native plants are exactly what monarchs and all of the other pollinators need. The native plants and native flowers are going to provide nectar for the monarchs, which gives them energy and fuel to make it all the way to Mexico. If you are looking for a list of native plants to your area, click on the link below and you can find tons and tons of native plants for your area. In our area, we love coneflowers and asters and even some listeris, which is amazing. Now when you're planting native plants, you want to make sure that you plant them in threes. So pollinators see plants in drifts. So having one plant isn't big enough for them to hone in and visit that plant. So you want at least 3 plants together to give them a drift and to give kind of like a target for where they can land. You also want to make sure that you are planting native plants that bloom in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall. Now that's not going to be the same plant. It's going to be most likely 3 different plants. This makes sure that you always have something in your garden blooming for those pollinators. Now, I also understand that that might not be possible in a small backyard or even in a balcony garden. So this is where you want to make connections with your community and your neighbors and encourage them to plant native plants as well. The more native plants that we provide in groups, the more pollinators have to eat and feed on. The more they have to eat and feed on, the more harvest we have, the more veggies and fruits that they will help grow. Besides talking with your neighbors and your community about planting pollinators, you also want to encourage them to grow milkweed and inform them about the amazing monarch butterfly. The more that we inform and educate everyone in our community, the more likely they are to be on the lookout for monarchs and help them on their migration. If you want to know more about monarch butterflies, how you can raise them in your backyard, head on over to our website. We have a wonderful ebook that has tons of information for you on how you can raise monarch butterflies right in your backyard. And if you want to watch another video about monarchs, check this one out right here. It is chock full of great information. Thanks so much for visiting the farmhouse, and we'll talk to you soon.